guys, so today I want to record a fall look. So in my eyeshadow I want to use like warm tones, maybe throw in a little bit of orange. So alright, so my first step, the first thing I'm going to do is take some of the Badescu oil-free moisturizer and just apply it all over my skin. So the next step I want to do is apply the iconic London Prep Set Glow Spray. So you just, it's kind of like a setting spray, but to prep. And you can also use it as a setting spray if I'm not mistaken. So it smells amazing. And it's so cool because it has like, I don't know if you guys could tell, like the glitter. So I then want to begin by filling in my eyebrows. I don't fill in my eyebrows a lot because they're already very dark. They're just a little thin, but I'm okay with that. Like, I don't like thick eyebrows. So what I'm gonna do is gonna be very minimal, but I'll show you guys. Alright, so I'm gonna take this brush. It has a spoolie in the end and then like the eyebrow brush on the other side. And I'm gonna take the Brow Stylist Raiment Set by L'Oreal. The color is 215 Deep Brunette. As I said, I have very dark eyebrows. And I'm just gonna dip the brush, and I like pressing it just because it's a new brush, so it's not like thin yet. So I just do that. Guys, that any mistake that you guys do with your eyebrows, it's completely fine because you can just clean it after with concealer on the bottom and on the top with I guess it could be like a concealer that's more your color, or you could just do it with your foundation. So now I'm gonna take the Born This Way Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Golden Beige, and I'm gonna take this brush by Moda Pro, BMX number 402. So I'm just gonna dip it. And I'm going to clean the bottom of my brow. So I'm gonna take a beauty blender and just dab it on it. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye, and I'll be back. Alright guys, so after I'm done blending out the concealer on both of my lids, I'm gonna take this brush. It's similar to the crease brush, but it's just a little bit wider and fluffier, I guess you could say. And I'm just gonna apply a matte shadow to set the concealer. So I'm gonna take Tempera from the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. You want to use a matte shade and not any shade that has like any shimmer or glitter. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in with that one. Tap the excess and just apply it all over my lid. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna go in, wow I look disgusting, into my crease with the BMX 430 crease brush, and use the color Burnt Orange from the Soft Glam Anastasia palette. I'm just gonna apply it to this area, so my crease. Alright guys, so once I've applied the burnt orange shade onto my crease, I'm going to take the Violet Voss Essentials Pro Series eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to take the shade, Cinnamon, and apply it to my corner, so right here, and just blend it this way. Not completely to the point where it covers your lid, just I would say halfway. So the brush, I almost dropped the palette. Okay, so the brush I'm gonna be using is a little bit smaller than the crease brush. It has no number because this was from a makeup class I took, but yeah, so I'll show you the size. It's like, okay, there we go. Don't mind my nails, I have to do my nails. So alright, so now to intensify the look and just add, I don't know, I want to add some brown. Right on top, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Born to Run. Look at the packaging, it's so pretty. The shade Punk. So this one. And I'm just gonna... So I'm just gonna dip my brush, and you don't want to do too much, and whatever you're gonna apply after, you have to apply it pretty quick because the concealer will dry up and it won't stick as quickly, I guess. But instead of using concealer, if you're doing like a glitter, you could just take the setting spray and wet your brush in. So now I'm going to take a small thinner brush and use the tone Sand from this palette and just apply it on top. Alright guys, so once I've applied the orangey sandish tone to my lids, I'm going to take the Urban Decay Born to Run palette again, and I'm going to take the same brush I used to apply the brown, take the shade Punk, and just apply it again to where I applied it last time. You're gonna want to blend it out inward, but without covering the orange tone. I'm gonna take the foundation blending brush, and I'm just gonna apply some to my hands. I don't apply a lot because this foundation is very full coverage, and I feel like with a little bit it's like you're fine. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and it has SPF 15 and in the shade Tan Sand. And I recommend this for anyone that has acne because it's oil-free makeup. So I tend to suffer from like looking oily and disgusting. So I use that foundation. And now you're just gonna blend it all over. And if there's any areas you miss while using the brush, that's fine, because after I use the brush, I just go back in with the beauty blender to blend it better. Alright guys, so since I missed some spots with the brush, I'm gonna go back in with a damp beauty blender, take some more foundation, just a little more, for those areas that I missed. So like underneath my eye I tend to miss because the brush is just too big. Alright guys, so now we're gonna go in with my Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer and just apply a little bit because this is very thick. So I'm just gonna apply a little right here, right here, and now we blend with the beauty blender. And I'm only like blending it to the areas where I applied it, so you don't want it like all over your face. So right after you apply your concealer, you're gonna take a setting powder and just apply it to the areas that you applied the concealer before it creases. So I'm gonna take the Airspun powder in the shade Suntan, or you can just use a translucent one. This applies like translucent because it's the color of my skin. Alright, so once you're done with that, you can go in with your bronzer if you want to apply bronzer, so to these areas. And if you want to just apply blush, I can't speak today, then you'll just go straight in. Why does it look like I have no lips? You'll just go right in with your blush. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of bronzer, and then I'll go in with my blush. So I'm gonna take this angled brush to apply my bronzer, and I'm just gonna blend. So once you're done with your bronzer, you can go in with your blush. Okay, so after I'm done with my face and my eyes, I go to my lashes. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I tend to just use mascara rather than applying lashes, but for the purpose of this video, I'll apply lashes. Alright guys, so once you have your lashes on, what I do is I take some mascara, if I could find my mascara. Where the hell did I put it? It just had, oh wow, it's right in front of my face. So I take the Mercier mascara in the color Black Onyx, and I just apply it to the bottom so that it could mix with my lashes. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take this small little fluffy brush and just wet it. Look guys, look how and just wet it with the spray. And I'm gonna take I'll take this one. I'll take the Violet Voss Essential Pro Series eyeshadow palette, and I'll take the shade Cream, so this one right here. And I'm just going to put my brush inside and apply it to my inner corner for a little pop. So once I've done that, I'll take my mascara again and I'll just apply it to my bottom lashes. Alright guys, so now we're gonna apply something to my dusty crusty lips. So I'm gonna take the Morphe lip liner in the shade Trendsetter, and I'm just gonna line my lips. This is a very dark color, so I'll go in with a lipstick after in a lighter shade and then a lip gloss. So now I'm gonna take the matte lipstick from MAC, Kinda Sexy. And this is the final look. So now we're gonna change into some cute fall clothes. I'm just wearing this cute fluffy big sweater from Pink, and these light jeans from Macy's.